So I firmly believe that pretty much everything you deal with in life, there's a Billy Joel or Bruce Springsteen song that can make the world seem okay. And so for the past couple of days, Billy Joel's Getting Closer is all I can think about. It is like I go to sleep thinking about this song from his album The Bridge. Yeah. I'm not sure why I didn't go into contract law because I'm not, if you watch the show Suits, I'm not Suits level good when it comes to contracts, but I am really good when it comes to contracts. Yeah, that's not where I'm going with this video. Um, Today's video, the theme is fierce loyalty. Bill Spellman died on Sunday, June 1, 1997. Less than 48 hours later, I was in the office of then co-college president Jim Pfeiffer. Spellman and Pfeiffer didn't get along well, but Donna, Doc's widow, had agreed to allow me to give the eulogy, and Pfeiffer was going to speak at the funeral, and so he and I needed to talk. Um, what he wanted to tell me was the fact that although he and although he and Bill were not friends, he admired the fact that Bill inspired in people fierce loyalty. Spellman did. I had to give my life for him. That's not where we're going with this video. And by the way, Zoom just did an update, and so today, me moving over to do I have how did okay, I got some red mark. Anyhow, let it all go, Steve. Let it all go. Today, me going over to share is not because I'm bad. It is because Zoom just did a change. So, and you're like, really, old man? That's where you want to go with this? You want to blame Zoom? Yeah, I will blame Zoom. But I also know how to make the me bigger because at the end of the day, I'm a narcissist. So first of all, a shout out to my Iowa Hawkeyes. Uh, they won against Clemson. And although the score says 67-61, it wasn't really that close. If you watch the game, anyhow, there was no moment in the second half where I was worried because uh, Iowa has a fantastic coach, and you know I don't know what the odds makers are saying for their next game where they're playing Florida, but I know to say we're the underdog playing Florida is an understatement. We're most likely going to have our asses handed to us, but it's okay. I am a Hawkeye through and through, and I really like our new coach. Um, it is spring, and my intention for today initially was to make this video a a a positive video. It's spring. Spring is in the air. And so let's make it positive. Um, but I also can't be fake. So a meme that we'd love to share, anybody who lives in the UAE has shared this, and it's summer is coming. Be happy. And the boy says to the older man, "But I live in Dubai." And so the older man brings him in close and just hugs him because uh, there's nothing good about summer in Dubai. There isn't. And that has no connection to the war whatsoever, to be clear. It's just the humidity and heat in Dubai is suffocating. I'm actually really happy I'm in Al Ain because Al Ain is the dry heat. Dubai is the you're living inside a steam room all day long, being outside. Even my dog, Cujo, did not. He's sleeping over here. Let the sleeping dog lie. Even Cujo, when I lived in Dubai, was like, I'm not enjoying this. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Continuing on the sad news, um, I am not a Chuck Norris fan. I'm not. I've probably seen a half dozen episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger just because it was on TV back in the day. But I actually got to know Ambassador Huckabee. He's currently the ambassador to Israel. Um, and in 2007, he was running for president. And I came to know Mike quite well, actually. Um, and he and Chuck were besties. And so when I went to the Ames straw poll in the summer of 2007 to support Mike, he was like, Steve, you got to stick around. Chuck's going to be here soon. And I don't know why. I don't know why I left, but I left. And so my opportunity to meet Chuck Norris passed. And I feel bad about that. Um, Actually, I feel more bad about the fact I ever supported Mike Huckabee for anything because he's proven to be somebody I should never have supported. But anyhow, the my fraternity, um, after me, after my time, the late 90s, early 2000s guys, we have a tradition within the Beta Epsilon chapter of Sigma Nu that it's called Pass the Gavel. Every fraternity has a version of this where the gavel is the person who's running the meeting. And so pass the gavel is you pass it around to everybody in the room. And often people don't have anything to share. And so for more than a decade, when somebody didn't have something to share, they would share a Chuck Norris joke. That just became the thing within the Beta Epsilon chapter of Sigma Nu. And as their advisor, I enjoyed hearing all the jokes. So rest in peace, Chuck. I really do believe he wanted the world to be a better place. And if you don't believe that, he can roundhouse kick you, and you'll not forget that he wants to make the world a better place. Um, it's correction time. So a little history, a little lesson in economics and in terminology. The term correction is when a market is down 10%. So the stock market, depending on which measure you use, the S&P is actually not down 10% right now. But when something is down, when the market is down 10%, they call it a correction. If it goes down 20%, they call it a bear market. We are in what's called the correction zone. It's that we are in the zone where we're calling it a correction now is accurate. Um, so if you hear that term, now you know why you're hearing it. Um, the reason that this is called fierce loyalty is the fact that I have spent the majority of the past 48 hours helping clean up stuff from my friend Cecile, my sister Cecile. And in cleaning up her stuff, I discovered some things that are mine in her stuff. And in that is gold dial soap, which by the way, I don't know if he ever watches these, but Yusuf, for the record, the dial soap I found you brought back from New York City more than a decade ago, but I found it, and the soap's still good. I'm going to use it. Trust me, I'm going to use it. And then, but it's so they sell Dial here on occasion, but it's so erratic when you can get it that Dial is what I grew up with as a child, and I don't feel clean unless I use Dial soap. So anybody who sees me, I'm going to smell good, and thanks to the scope, I will have good breath because that's another thing they don't sell here. Because Scope technically contains some alcohol, and so they don't sell Scope here. So anytime someone goes to the United States, I'm like, please bring me back Scope, please, please, please. And so yeah, so that's the Scope you're seeing. Um, the one I don't understand why they don't sell here is Dayquil and NyQuil because it technically includes alcohol, but within the rules of Islam, uh, you having alcohol as part of a drug, not for consumption, but something that you're taking to make yourself be better, is allowed. It's halal. There's nothing against Islam for it. But for whatever reason, Dayquil and NyQuil is not allowed in this country. And so again, it's in the list of things that if you come back from America, please, please, please bring me some Dayquil and NyQuil. Bottom line is that I now have enough of these three things that I will make it back to America before I run out. Um, and am I done with everything? I am done. So I can stop sharing. Um, this is the Fierce Loyalty edition. I knew my loyalty to Spellman was absolute. The fact that Jim Pfeiffer didn't understand that loyalty, it's because Jim's a politician through and through. And I respect him. And Doc respected him. Spellman respected him. He didn't like him. He respected him. And I am, you know, when it came to anything political, Spellman deferred to me because he's like, you understand politics in a way that I will never understand. And yeah, I do. Um, so happy spring. There is so much more information I want to share, but I'm not here to waste your time. I am really good at what I do, and I have fierce loyalty to the people that I love, and I love Cecile. And so, see you tomorrow. Oh, by the way, where are the Ask Me Anything questions? I have two. I can't do an AMA with only two questions. More questions. I need more questions.